Hello, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome back to the next part of our Doki Doki Let's Play. In last one, we had a nightmare.
Oh my god.
And now we're going to continue with Yuri acting a bit of a bitch about Natsuki,
Yeah,
suddenly.
she's always ignored, don't worry about it.
This game is just so, like, glitchy, like hacky, hacksaw. Anyway, what's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Tilted. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, why am I starting to bloody burp again? Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... What? They breed people by cutting off their limbs and affixing... What is that? I don't even know. What? Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Akio? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're worthless anyway. What?
What is this right now?
Then suddenly... Wait, what? Then suddenly what? I didn't get to read that. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should get to know, I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body, what? No, I'm reading what you just said. When I let things like books and fill my, what? That was a different one. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. No, like you said something about your body. You said something about her body.
My body? Yeah, she did.
But it went away and I can't see it anymore. I didn't get to read it all. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Well, what the fuck? She just glitched. But it looked weird. She was like, it was all red. I don't even know. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. Why did I just give him her voice? For fuck's sake, I won't do that. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I can slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. You see? Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the what? I need to go over this video footage and see some of that. Anyone watching this could probably pause this video, but I was just bathing in something. She's probably saying something really fucked up, and I want to know. Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. It's not there. It's not fair. I want it to be there. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk into its against Yuri's than hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah! I do the same with my right arm.
It's what
on
we
the right
do
side.
when we read manga together.
Yeah. And I take too long apparently.
Yeah, his is so readable.
That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides up under her thumb after it flips to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Oh, I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn up by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about? Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Akio? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing.
Like what?
Don't worry, I believe you, silly.
You're the one.
I don't trust her. She's Satan. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Alright, well, we'll give it to Natsuki.
Yes.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us.
Well done, you got there.
For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Right.
Okay, so the T3 to the B, L, B, to the bird, to the 3Y, F, to the rower, Noah Zoro.
To the X, J, K, E.
I am not seeing words.
No.
No. I see 250 centimetre. Bid? Cooley? No. I'm not saying it. Akio, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. Is this actually saying? What the did you see that? Fucking Satan just popped up on the screen when I clicked it.
This is so weird now.
I've got to do that again. She's not coming now. You fucking bitch. She's fucking with us. I was waiting for you.
There's obviously something.
I was waiting for a long time. Is she gonna come now after I did another one? No. She's fucking with me, man. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. I don't like the way this is getting... It's getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
That should be obvious by now.
Please don't show me that face again. I do not want to see that mouth.
So just play with me instead. Not with that face. I like you more than Yuri, but not with that face. Okay? You don't hate me, Akio, do you?
No, we don't hate you.
Do you
be
hate
normal
me?
now.
Do you want to make me go home crying?
No.
The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please? Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me!
Okay.
That fucking fate.
Whoa! What just happened? What just happened?
I think we know what that second spoiler was now.
Yeah.
Why did her neck just unhinge? What just happened? I'm speechless, like, I couldn't think.
Look, I was just like, whoa, and you were just silence.
Oh. What? Did she do what? Monica? I don't trust you, you bitch. Hi again, Akio. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess, but this girl just fucking broke her neck in front of me or ran into me and now she's gone. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go.
Not with you.
I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Akio. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? But we picked all the cute stuff, so why? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really? Well, we all start sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time. I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. We read this one, didn't we? Did we? College Day weren't bright. Well, I don't know. No, I don't think we've read this one.
I don't think
It seems different. I'm going to read it. Save me. The colours, they won't. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue.
Why is that letters missing?
I don't know. An endless cacophony. Cacophony. I don't know how to say it. Cacophony of meaningless Noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent grating. Don't know what that says. Violent grating something. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. An endless something.
Poem?
An endless
No.
poem. An endless poem of meaningless. Delete her. Delete her. Delete her. What does that mean? Delete her. Delete who? Wait, is this a message? Save me. Delete her.
Maybe.
There's something fucking crazy about this. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Wait, what? Wait, what? Fucking what fourth wall break right now? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. What? Who's talking to us? Is it her? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. I don't think we've read this one.
No.
So, wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding. Bolt head. Fuck, I hate this writing. Linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a what? A torn harness. The fucking R's get me. I keep thinking they're N's. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Or is that Gamebox? The fucking R's look like N's.
I don't know.
Expanding universe. Tune controlled. By slipping cogwheels. Existence of God swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes. With human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. Is it gearbox?
What's all of this gearbox thing?
Is it gearbox or gamebox?
Surely it must be gearbox. What's a gamebox?
Oh, I don't know, but I mean, like the N looks like a fucking R. The R looks like an N. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40... Is that a year? Yearbox. The G is a Y.
I don't know.
Or is that gears? 40 gears. No, it must be gears. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time.
What?
What? A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bottle head of holy snakes. No, holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes.
This is not a poem, this is just crazy talk.
Breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. What? Ahaha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is... a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and
Weirdo.
I just really like the way that it writes. You are weird. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it.
Okay.
I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. I don't want the fucking poem. I'd like my pen. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Not really, but go ahead. Fuck off. What's this? This is no poem.
This is the poem, is it?
It's Monica, and Monica's fucking weird. And I think there's a fucked up picture snuck in this. What is this? What is this? I can't tell what this bit here would be. Oh no, that's just part of her ribbon.
Her ribbon, yeah.
That was not a poem. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. You're alive! Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do you really have to do something at the festival? It's not like
what happened to you?
Her neck seems to be fine. It's fine. Looks like it's fine. It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Akio joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to show your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Akio? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Akio to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think... Why did the music stop? I don't like this. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Akio joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Akio isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who is so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're present and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. I don't like this, and I don't like the way she's talking to her, because I don't...
No.
She's Satan. She's devil. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Akio want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Akio, why did you even join this club? Girls. That's why. Why were you hoping to get out of it? Girls. Well, that's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice to join. A choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't. There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Akio, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Or fuck, who cares about that obnoxious brat? What's fucking going on right now? Does it look like she's covered in blood? What? Why does it look like that's blood?
I don't know.
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. I think she's my least favourite so far, Yuri.
Yeah, I don't like her.
She's a psycho. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Whoa, mate.
Calm down. What the fuck? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Akio? What do you want to get out of this club? Girls. Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer.
I just want to leave this club and never come back.
I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
Have you seen her eye?
What's wrong with it? Is it dripping blood?
I think so.
It's dripping blood. That's the eye that exploded in that.
Yeah.
What is going on? We should have played this one we should have saved this for the fucking Halloween special. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Are you still crying? No? Thank God for that. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow.
Yeah, if she's still
Yuri
alive.
Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
So no one's going to go after her to say if she's okay?
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Akio? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Akio before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Oh. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the room. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Akio, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. Why is things getting weird? And I really do care about you, you know. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuke is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? And it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean...
I don't want to spend time with you.
I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet, no! What is... What? What is it? It feels like there's something... What? Is she the bad guy? Is she, like, trapped?
I don't know.
Alright. Alright, I guess, because it's half an hour, we're going to end it. But before we end it, let's just quickly choose all the words and we'll save it. So, obviously, we're going to keep going for...
Wait.
What?
Did you not see that?
See what?
Someone else jumped up at the bottom.
Wait,
From
what?
the bottom of the screen. I swear.
12?
What? Why? No, look at the numbers at the top.
Whoa, what?
I swear, when you click that first word, you saw a little bit of a head jump up.
How? What is going on here? Pink. Ah, I saw it! Who was that?
That's Monica.
Monica has never been on there, though, is she?
That is her. That was her ribbon.
What did I click there?
I don't
How?
know.
Sticky. Colour. She liked colour. What the fuck? What the fuck? Does she like anxiety? No. Sparkle. Skipping! How many do we have to do? Do we have to do all 20, but it's just going to go in ones?
Probably.
Shiny. We're just going to pick all the cute stuff. Marshmallow. Flower. Bouncy. Happiness. Parfait. Puppy. And I guess we'll save it here. And in the next one, we'll continue. What is this? What actually? This is great. I'm really enjoying this. It's so weird. And I want to make sure I get the true ending. I want the true ending. I want whatever. You know what I mean? I want the true. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.